I'm going to tell you a story about my favorite communist leader, Vladimir Lenin.
A story?
Humble Vladimir was born on the 22nd of April, 1870, in the Russian Empire. Vladimir lived in a family that was quite well off. Vladimir grew to be a bright young boy. Despite his father's premature death after failing to assassinate the Tsar, Vladimir went to the university to study. While at the university, Vladimir became exposed to radical communist ideas. Vladimir read the Communist Manifesto and became fascinated with it. Lenin, upon the start of the First World War, became opposed to the conflict, saying that it should be a war of classes and not of nations. These ideas were what influenced Vladimir's policies once he came into power. When the fortunes of war turned against Mother Russia, Vladimir led the peasants in revolt in a conflict called the October Revolution. The October Revolution was relatively short. During this, Vladimir demonstrated a chilling disregard for the lives of his people, something he continued during his period of leadership. Vladimir finally came to power in 1917, establishing the Soviet Union. As you can see, Vladimir earned his military experience from commanding peasants in the field. As the newfound leader of Russia, Lenin was on good international terms with other nations as he pulled Russia out of the First World War. Lenin implemented a number of policies while he was in power, including the Land Redistribution Act and war communism. These policies were designed to place all property and power and means of production in the hands of the government. Heavily weakened by disease, Lenin died in 1924. His reign was a short and brutal one. Lenin was, and is, a symbol of communism. He implemented for the first time policies that had never been used before. Like the party in 1984, Lenin was famous for cracking down on dissent. The ideas for the various ways to monitor citizens were probably influenced by Lenin's legacy. I'll close by reading a quote of Lenin's: "If socialism can only be realized when the intellectual development of people allows it, then we shall not see it for at least 500 years.